Before I get into the video, hitting subscribe is free, and I would love to hit 61 subscribers by the end of April. I also just created a Twitter where I'll be posting daily Sneaky Sasquatch content, so check out that link in the description, and let's jump into the video. Where in the world is Sasquatch Valley, the town that Sneaky Sasquatch takes place in? Well, if you've seen my video on when Sneaky Sasquatch is set, it should be pretty easy to tell. In my previous lore video, I talked about the childhood inspiration the team at Race 7 took into creating the game. The company of Race 7 is set in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. If their childhood connection was not enough, there were several places in British Columbia that also point to the game being set there. The winding road that leads to the ski lodge is based on the Sea to the Sky Highway. The campground itself is based on a place called Alice Lake. And there's always Pemberton Village, which is a reference to the antagonist in both the first and the second storyline. Everything I just mentioned is in Canada, so I could end the video there, but there's always one more thing to add. Sasquatch Valley sits pretty close to an ocean, so I wanted to see if the distance from Vancouver to an ocean was the same. So we did some calculating. This next part you can skip if you don't care about math. I found out through a test with a speedometer, you drive an average of 133 miles per hour when you're in your sports car, and then use that combined with the time it takes you to get to the marina, which is roughly 43 minutes, to find the distance between your house in the game and the ocean. To do this, I used the formula D equals R times T, where D is distance, R is the rate you travel at, and T is time. So when you multiply the total time by the average speed, you get that the ocean is 5,719 miles away. I used miles since I'm in the US, but either way, that's not possible for this to be the solution unless we're traveling over 5,719 miles in an hour. The problem I found is that the seconds in real time are different than the seconds in the game. Therefore, everything is thrown off unless we are using different units. Let me explain it a different way. For the formula D equals R times T to work, it has to be using 60-second minutes. But actually, 1 minute in the game is 1 real second. So then we need to factor this in by dividing the solution by 60. That gives us 95.3 miles, which in the game we can easily get to in 43 minutes. You can check my work, but I'm no mathematician, and I think that's pretty close to right. A beach from Vancouver is about 8 minutes away on Apple Maps, and Vancouver Island is 5 to 7 hours away. So, whether you skip to this section or not, the distance between your house and the game to the ocean and Vancouver to Vancouver Island is not proportional. So basically, while there are islands near Race 7 Studios, there are no islands that strongly indicate that the entire map of Sneaky Sasquatch is directly placed in Vancouver, Canada. Now, while it is not directly placed in Vancouver, it definitely took a lot of inspiration from that area, as well as Canada as a whole. One minor flaw in my math is that I did the time to the ocean, not to the island, which would add another 2 hours, but it's still not very proportional. The last thing I want to add is Sasquatch Mountain Resort, which was founded in 1969 and is located in Fraser Valley, not too incredibly far from Vancouver. Now maybe, just maybe, I got everything wrong, but if I am right, Sneaky Sasquatch takes place in Canada and most likely in Vancouver. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to check out my other videos if you like this one. And of course, have a great day. I love you guys.